What's up, vlog? So I have a very important message inscribed on my t-shirt here, and I want y'all to see it because I really care about math, and here's the cold hard truth. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. 5 out of 4 people struggling with math, baby, and that's sad because we're supposed to be educated in this country. I'm at my wife's workplace, and this little surprise for her. So I brought a couple things. One is, I don't know if you can see this. See in the car? Yep. I brought this giant teddy bear, as you can see. So she'll come out and she'll get to see this guy. I'll open the door here so you can see it better. There it is. So he's a pretty big guy, as you can see. It's ridiculous. And then to help her anytime she might feel stressed at work, what she should do about it, I got her this. Check it out. It's a Buddha dog. Huh? Yeah, doesn't he look relaxed? We're gonna go up and surprise her. I think it's the 3rd level, I'm not really sure. We'll find out. Yep. Okay. Just wrap things up. I feel like that was fairly successful. And it was good because I think my wife is having a little bit of a challenging day at work. So, hey, I came in at the right time, pepped things up a little bit, got everybody in the office excited, and happy times. Anyway, now back to reality. Gotta go do a couple things, grab some stuff at the store, run home and work for a few hours, and then hopefully get a little downtime, get some din down, and shut her down, start everything back over tomorrow. Daddy, I like sitting on the chair like a little girl. Hope you're ready for some wonderful wisdom brought to you by this tea pouch. In the beginning is you, in the middle is you, and in the end is you. Oh! That's a smart car. I'm not sure if it's really smart. It's almost the same size as my rear view mirror. Wow, it's tiny. Morning. I was listening to some audios from Matt Belair, and he's actually like the Zen Athlete is his company. Super cool guy. I was on his podcast a little bit ago, a month or two. So shout out to Matt. But he, during the course of this teaching, mentioned something, and I don't remember verbatim what he said, but the gist of it was, as he was talking about meditation, which I certainly hold to be a really important practice in my life as well, that a lot of people say, I tried meditation, I'm just not good at it. I can't keep my mind from straying, etc. And he's like, that's the point. You're not supposed to be good. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Like you're just starting a brand new discipline and a brand new skill set. And I thought it was a really smart point to just, like in anything else, if you pick up a new hobby or task or some type of a discipline that you're going to try and apply, none of us are good right off the bat. That just doesn't make any sense. If you just, and I've heard that across many disciplines, as I'm sure you have too. I've had people tell me about swimming. They're like, oh gosh, I'm just not a good swimmer. I tried that for a little while and I just, had trouble breathing, and they bring up all this stuff, and it's like, but you're a beginner. You're supposed to be really horrible. Like that's where everybody starts. And so you don't want to use that as the thing that keeps you from something much more big, much bigger and of greater benefit. And so if you find some, you're not going to hop in the pool and in 10 days, you shouldn't be wondering why you don't feel exactly like Michael Phelps or Katie Ledecky, right? That's going to take a little bit of time. So of course, if you're doing some type of sport or athletic pursuit, or just working out, or in business, or picking up trying to master a new language, anything like that, meditation, all these things that we talk about, you're not going to be good in the beginning. It's going to be hard for you. That's how it goes. And so I just want to encourage you to recognize that that's the normal process. And so if you feel like you've kind of started out on a journey and you're not where you want to be yet, just keep in mind the reason why you're doing it in the first place, because that'll give you the staying power to stay up with the discipline long enough to get the results, because you have to, stack the discipline day after day after day, and week after week after week after month, possibly year after year, to really get some good traction oftentimes. But if it's a worthy pursuit and it's going to benefit you and your family and your mission and the thing that you want to accomplish, your dreams, hang in there, man, and just recognize that that's the process. And that's why most people don't get the benefit, because it's just so easy to throw up your hands and say like, I'm not really good at that, so I'm not going to do it anymore. And so I'm not saying you need to continue with everything in your life. There's probably a lot of things that you need to stop doing, but the important ones, I just encourage you, remember why you started in the first place. Realize that nobody, when they start, is good at it. And if you hang in there, you're going to get to where you want to go. Vlog peeps, what's going on? Thinking this morning about the fact that I've had people tell me, I don't know how you keep up the pace that you do. I've certainly thought that about certain other people that keep up a way crazier pace than what I think I put up. But it's thing of it is, it's the same type of feeling I have when I see like an elite runner, as an example, or anybody who's elite in their field keeps up a pace in that avenue that is just, it's a blistering pace. It's very atypical versus the general population, if you will. And the thing of it is, yeah, you have to keep up a pace. You have to train for that. That I know how that works. It's not like this mind-blowing, God, how does that happen? You train yourself for it. It's like everything else. It's not some big mystery that can't be figured out, or like, I just don't know how people do that, so I can't do that. It's like, yes, you do know how that works. You train yourself, you train your mind, just like you train your body, you train your spirit, you train your heart. And one of the biggest pieces I think of to being able to successfully have a quick pace and sustain it over the long haul, because that's really what it is, especially if you've got a bigger vision you're going toward. That's a longer race, right? Like, that's just not a quick sprint. And so we operate, though, in day-tight compartments, and I think recovery is so critical. If you're going to be elite at whatever you do, you've got to have a great recovery strategy, and it has to be implemented strategically and consistently, just like your work habit and the pace that you keep up. And I would just want to point that out as I'm thinking about how important recovery is, and to make sure that that's being built into our lives on a daily basis. Because if we don't have a recovery strategy and we're just trying to pace, it's like so long before you're just gassed and you just can't go anymore. And so again, look at this holistically, but that doesn't mean you need to spend a half a day at the spa. I mean, like, give me a break, right? Just make sure you build out pockets of time so it's not going 100 miles an hour like constantly. You want to have different speeds. I tend to go, in general, especially when I'm on the go, like right now, I go at a pretty quick clip, right? I am not, and you can tell by the way I'm talking, the way I'm thinking about today. I've got a lot of stuff going on today, but I also have profound times when I slow way down beyond what most people who don't necessarily even work as hard or as quick of a pace I slow down way more effectively at a level that most people don't, and so I can modulate, and I think that's why I'm able to balance it. Where I tend to run into trouble is when I'm not doing that as well, and so knowing how to modulate, how to pace, how to train for that, train your body, mind, soul, spirit, whatever you want to think of, depending on the particular career or mission that you have. But you have to train so you can pace at a quick tempo, but then being able to dial it back and recover, so important. So you got to remember both ends of the spectrum. Yes. Nice. Nice job. Oh my God. He's gonna do it. Oh! Yeah. Oh man. Okay. This tree distraction must come to an end. Zoomies! He's dancing for you. He's dancing. What's up, vlog? So I have a very important message inscribed on my t-shirt here, and I want y'all to see it because I really care about math, and here's the cold hard truth. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. 5 out of 4 people struggling with math, baby, and that's sad because we're supposed to be educated in this country. Come up through public/government schools, and a lot of people don't know how to count change or just do basic functions. So anyway, it's kind of a sad state of affairs, but if you know math and you can use it wisely, you're way ahead of the game. Anyway, what is today? Saturday morning. Usually I would work out at the rec center today, but they closed it down for maintenance, so had to come over to different health club. Very nice facility, actually, on a guest pass for my wife. And yeah, I got in a good swim with an outdoor pool, which is pretty cool. And next I'm headed over to Costco. And so I'm putting myself in a jovial mood because I hate Costco. I think I've mentioned this before in my vlogs. If you've seen some of my material, they do have some great prices and some great products, which is the only reason, because the customer shopping experience is about the most horrendous thing in my life. I'll try and get some footage from in there. I know y'all have been in Costco's, but I have a hard time with it. I can't take it. Gathering the entire world of like a lot of the most, I don't want to be mean, so I'll just say unfit people with way too much time on their hands that don't move with any kind of a purpose. So I have to try and like deal with that. And the shopping carts are so freaking big, and then people don't pay attention to like, hey, there's somebody actually trying to walk at more than 0.0002 miles per hour past you. So we're gonna give this a go. It's a great start to Saturday, and hopefully this Costco run will go okay. Fingers crossed. All right, peace. I'm scared. I'm here. Dun dun dun. Yep. The zoo. I made it out alive, but you're gonna love this. My shirt, the lady that frisks you always at the front door, she doesn't know how to count to 5. You know, when they take your receipt. Yeah. I have 5 of these drinks, and she couldn't count to 5 on the receipt. There was 5 line items, and she only counted 4. She counted it 3 times, but she eventually got it. So anyway, little extra hiccup at the end, but I made it through. I'm gonna go home and take a breather.